Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Mad Trade here, and in today's video, I'm gonna go over the best settings to use right now in Black Ops 7. It's finally here. I'm gonna go over the best controller settings, graphics, audio, everything you're gonna need to know to get a one-up on your competition and make it the best experience. So to see more setups like this, make sure to smash that like button right down below. And if you haven't already, guys, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. It's totally free, and I would really appreciate it. And come hang out. I do stream over on Twitch on the weekends. Everyone's more than welcome. Good vibes. Let's get right into this. So guys, I've well over 2,000 wins in Warzone and Call of Duty multiplayer for Black Ops 6 alone. Guys, I've tested these settings. Use these settings. It's going to give you that one-up advantage on your competition. And also, guys, these are the most ideal settings for anyone to use. All right? So let's head over right to the settings, and we're going to go into controller settings first. And if you guys need to pause it at any point, there's a lot of settings we're going to go into, and I'm going to do a deep dive and go over everything that I use. And guys, let's start with controller. So obviously I use a controller, and I use 1.35 for horizontal and 1.30 for vertical. This is what works best for me. Some people go higher, some people even go lower. To me, guys, to be honest with you, this is the best that I've felt, because I feel like you get the best sticky aim for the aim assist, and it's not too fast. It feels good. If you guys need to adjust this, be more than welcome to. This might be a good starting point for you, but don't be alarmed when you see it too low or too high. It's what's best for you, okay? But I'm telling you guys, I've tested all these different sensitivities. This is what's best for me. So that's just my point of view on it. But try this out, and then you can always tick it up or down from there. But you always want to make sure the horizontal is just a little more higher than whatever you're using for vertical, okay? Just a quick tip. Guys, we want to turn off controller vibration. We don't need to be shaking all over the place while we're trying to play. So make sure you turn it off. And if you leave it on, something might not be right with you. So I don't know. Just turn this off, guys. Dead zone inputs. This is very big in Black Ops 7. And also it translates to Warzone. So you want to make sure we use left stick min 0. I use 75 left stick max, 0 for right stick min, 99 right stick max, and I use left and right trigger 0. This is what's best for me. This helps the rotational aim assist. This is what I like to use. Next, we're going to go over to aiming. And again, guys, if you have to pause it, just go through these, okay? Sensitivity multiplier. We're going to hit X to show more. And this is what I'm using right now. I left it at default, okay? So don't even touch this. Look inversion on foot. I just left standard. You can see this. Aiming advanced settings. We need to go in here and make some adjustments. ADS sensitivity transition timing. We want this to instant. We want it to be as zippy zappy as quick as possible. We're going to leave assist for third person ADS. Aim response curve type, huge, guys. We really want to use dynamic. It's overall the consensus the best to use. And I just left it at the default for the slope scale. Now, I did do custom sensitivity per zoom, so we're going to hit X on this to show more. And guys, this is for any controller, PlayStation, Xbox, even controller on PC. Make sure you're copying these, all right? We want to do ADS sense multiplier low zoom, and I did multiplier 2x and 3x. I bumped these down a little to 0.85. I feel like this helps with the aim assist. So move these down a little. And again, you can play around with this, but for me, this is what works best. And then I left the rest at default at 1.00. But I would play around with this, guys, but I bumped mine down a little. Next, obviously, target aim assist we want on. Let's go over to movement now. So for movement, we want sprint assist, tactical sprint assist. When we hit X, just make sure, guys, your delay is at 0. If for some reason it ticks it on, you want to go to 0. We have sprint assist sideways, backwards. I just left those on, guys. I turned off mantle assist and crouch assist. We don't need that. I just turned it off, and I'm telling you guys, you're gonna feel a lot more fluid. It's gonna feel more zippy zappy. You're gonna feel a lot better with these settings. Corner slice off, wall jump and active, roll assist. So these are newer settings, guys. I just turned these off. You can experiment with these, but I didn't feel you need these at all by any means. So I would just turn these off. I personally like slide dive behavior, tap to slide. I have paddles. I use an Elite Controller 2 on Xbox for the Series 2 one, and I just use the bottom paddles and I tap to slide. That's how I play, and I recommend that. Everyone's different. I just left this on medium. And automatic airborne mantle off, sprint restore, slide maintain sprint on. We want these on. Pretty much these are pretty much default here. Slide, active, roll behavior. I did again, tap to slide, wall jump activation, press. Let's go into the movement advanced settings. And in here, you guys can leave it like this, or you can experiment. It's really not a big deal with these movement behaviors. I just left toggle for sprint behavior, and then I did off on these. So, and guys, bear with me. I'm not going to go over every single one. You guys can just pause this because I don't want this to be like a 2-hour video, right? So we're going to go down vehicle advanced settings. I just left this at default. Next, we're going to go to combat. So this is how I have it. Aim down sight behavior. I left it on hold. Weapon mount activation. ADS plus melee. I left the body shield finishing. I left it for prioritizing the finishing move. That's how I have it. Obviously, we want armor, plate behavior, apply all. I haven't really used any armor yet in the Black Ops 7, so I don't know if that's going to come later. This one's pretty big here. Let me just go down. Manual fire behavior, but let's go to combat advanced settings super fast, okay? So I left it like this. Weapon mount exit instant because I want to be more zippy zappy, right? So I made sure that's instant. I did prioritize reload here for interact reload behavior because this is really big in multiplayer side of it. So I left reload. And then make sure these are off. Mantle, sprint, cancels, reload. Just turn these off because it's going to make you feel sluggish. Just turn these off. But this is a big one a lot of people don't talk about for akimbo behavior, guys. So if you're using dual weapons at any point, whether it's multiplayer or Warzone, make sure you use paired. Because if you do independent, you need to spam left and right, you know? And when you just do paired, you just press one of the buttons, it's going to shoot both weapons when you're in akimbo mode. So it's a lot easier. I just find that a lot of people don't talk about it, but it's really helpful, especially for me. I like it. So just a quick tip. I want you to be aware of it. And then I left these all on the bottom. So we're looking good. We're moving along here. Overlay advanced, I just left these on default. So I think we're pretty much done with the controller side of it. So let's move over to graphics, okay? I turned echo mode off. I'm on Xbox Series X Next Gen, so it might be a little different for PlayStation, especially PC as well, but I just left it off. I've noticed no significant negative defense, like, oh, this is not good, or, you know, it's causing a big issue here, so just leave it off. Quality, a couple things you need to change here. Fidelity, Cass, you need to make sure this is on and go all the way to 100. Okay, I'm telling you guys, it's a noticeable difference. We don't need any blur. I don't need to have blurry things on my screen. We want to turn these off. World motion blur off. Weapon motion blur off. Get these out of here. Depth of field off. We want this all off, okay? And I left on-demand texture streaming on optimized. Again, you could change this around, but I found there was no negative difference or anything that I need to change this. So just leave that on optimize. Next, we're going to go to view. So motion reduction, all these, just turn these off. We don't need it, but field of view is huge, guys. So this is all over the place. So if you watch other things or you're experimenting, in my personal opinion, again, I play this a lot, I would do 110. I feel it's the sweet spot. It will help reduce visual recoil, and it makes you feel a little faster. 110 is the sweet spot. So guys, try 110. If you feel you want to bump it up a little, you could, but I think that's the sweet spot, guys. ADS field of view affected. We need to make sure this is on affected. We want weapon field of view wide. And then I just left it on 90 for third person field of view, but these are going to help with visual recoil. Make sure these are set just like this. Another big one is first person camera movement, third person, and third person ADS. Just leave these the way I have it. Least 50%. Least 50%. That will help again with camera shaking and visual recoil. It's going to help you guys. And I put inverted flashbang on. It seems to help me a little when I do get flash. I've seen a lot of people been using flashes lately, so I just leave it on. It does help visually, all right? And the gamma brightness, I left it default, guys, just a heads up. Next, we're almost done, guys. I'm trying to go quick, okay? There's a lot. So, audio. And guys, you know, I always want to show you everything. I always want to be transparent. I'm not going to show you just a couple things and just, that's it, right? If I'm going to make this, I'm going to make it to help everybody. So it doesn't matter what your skill level is, but if you adjust these settings, you will notice a significant difference, okay? Master game volume, I just left at 90. It is pretty loud. I turned the game music all the way down. We don't need all this music. I'm not here to listen to music, right? I have my own Spotify if we need it, right? But I would turn these all the way to 0. The audio mix, in my opinion, whether it's Warzone or this Black Ops 7 multiplayer or just in general, Sucker Punch to me is the absolute best. So I have earbuds, but I also have a Turtle Beach headset on both of them. They work great. Sucker Punch, I can hear a lot. So try that. Mono audio, I left off. I have mute licensed music. I do stream, so I just left that on. That's up to you guys. I left this off. Let's see. So the reducing the sound here in this, I left this on, and I left the default hit marker preset just to try the new Black Ops 7, right? But you can always go to classic if you want that classic sound. But hey, it's a new experience. I went with default here. Voice chat, I just have all this off, so it's up to you guys. That's your personal preference, okay? Next, we're going to go to interface. And we have here global, okay? And in global, automatic menu prompts, I left automatic, and then I turned all these off. We don't need any of this stuff, okay, guys? And I just left this on to see if there's any networking game alerts. I just left that on, but all these are off. Readability, again, visual support, I don't need that. It's your preference, guys, if you need it, but I left that off. This is how you can see this, but big one, guys, big. We need to go to color customization. Go in here. Let's make the game look beautiful, right? Get that experience. Eye-popping colors. So you could really sit here and play around and change these colors for enemy, your party team, all this. I left that default. The big ones we want to change right now, guys. Color filter, filter 2. We want to use color filter target, both. And bump these both up to 100 to get that color intensity and world color intensity, okay? I'm telling you, it's going to look amazing, guys. So turn these all the way up. Change this right away, okay? So whether it's Warzone or multiplayer, you want to use this. It's going to look fantastic, guys. And I don't notice any negative gameplay downsides of doing that, just a heads up. So I haven't experienced any lag or latency or any of that, if that's a question for you. So we're just about done here. Gameplay HUD. I left HUD visibility on. You can see this. It's all default, but you can really customize how you want it. Safe area I didn't touch. I left it default. I have radar off. Of course, minimap visibility. We want all this on. This is a big tip, guys, that I want to tell you, right? So you know how you have the crosshair lines? Like, I left that, right? Crosshair dot, I left that. But we want to do crosshair, the color of it here down here, because this color is going to help visually help you track better. And this is kind of cool because if you click on it, you can now enter the hex code. So this is the hex code because your eyes will trend to see this color a lot better visibly, and it's gonna help, guys. So use my hex code here and get this aqua blue color and then just apply it. I'm telling you, it's gonna help. And then I just left these on default hit marker visuals and that, okay? But that's pretty much it, guys. Other than that, we have the account info. That's really nothing you guys need here that's gonna help you, but I think we covered it all. We did it, guys. There was a lot here, so I hope this helps you. A lot of these are really, you have to change these, so you gotta make sure you do these settings. Some of these you can play around, like the sensitivity, but give this a try, see if you like it, and if you feel it might be a little too slow for you, just bump it up just a little. You know, you can go up like here, like 5, you know, 40, 45, right? But this is my sweet spot, all right? But guys, you know, I had to get this out, get everyone on track, you know, start this Black Ops 7 experience with a positive 1-up advantage. But guys, thanks for hanging around. If you stayed this long, please make sure to hit that subscribe button on YouTube, and please head over to Twitch. It's just Mad Trade on Twitch. Hit follow. I do stream, and I appreciate everyone. Peace!